ladies and gentlemen, we meet again towards Parashat Vayera, and I think we have a very profound message here as far as the relationship between father and son, the amazing relationship between Abraham and Yitzhak. I just want to make a few points. First point is we have the biggest party throwing the whole Torah. Mishted Gadol, a big party. The only time it says in the whole Torah that a big party is in our week's parasha. Who makes a party? To whom? What is the reason? Vayas Abraham Mishted Gadol v'yom higamel et Yitzchak. Yitzchak will win. But what does it mean somebody is winning? It tells in the parents. First message is we must celebrate our children's. We have to let them walk by themselves. Even if they fall and they cry, we have to encourage them to walk. Not to pick them up all the time. Encourage them and be happy when they can walk by themselves. We have to celebrate their independence. And once we end it, but that is not on. I'll say is a second far message from this parasha, which is we know Yitzhak knew the Torah. What did they know the Torah for? Who did they study by? We know Avraham runs from Shem Eval, and we know that even Yaakov learned by Shem Eval. Who did Yitzhak learn Torah by? It doesn't say. Maybe in their by his father Avraham. Well, only time there was some kind of conversation between them was on the way to the Akedah, on the way to sacrificing Yitzhak. So they had one sentence each way. Yitzhak asked a question, and Avraham answered the question. That's all the conversation they had. Where did Yitzhak learn Torah? And the answer is very simple and very powerful in the silence of the Torah. There's only one way Yitzhak learned Torah. He learned from personal example from his father. He learned through role modeling. Role modeling the person who celebrated his independence. To what extent did he follow his father? Vayel'al shehem yadav. Pasuk says this twice. Once, when they started walking towards Yerushalayim, and they saw from far away, and two of them went, and Yitzhak asked his father that the only conversation ever with his father, and he says, okay, we have the night, and we have the fire, and we have the wood, but where's the lamb? And Avraham says, don't worry about the lamb. HaKadosh Baruch Hu will take care of the lamb, my son. Aseh olam b'ni. And Yitzhak gets the message. He understands his sacrifice. And then it says again, Yitzhak is now going with Avraham, knowing that he himself is going to be the sacrifice. He was when he 37 years old. He's no young little boy. And he does exactly what Avraham tells him. He's willing to do the sacrifice. I'm sure they're going up the mountain. It's difficult for Avraham to sacrifice his only son. It's difficult for Yitzhak to be sacrificed. Says Rashi, they both went with the same happiness, but they're doing big mitzvah. Afal tells us that is something that we pray that we should take with us from this amazing relationship. But the relationship doesn't need many words, but it means that the father has to celebrate the child's independence. He has to lead by role modeling, by being a personal example, by leading by example. And there is nothing stronger in the world of education than leading by example. And the opposite is all true. There's nothing more destructive in education than what is called cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance means, while at the same time, You're giving one message and you're saying another message. For instance, you say, don't hit it, you must not hit evenly. At the same moment, you're giving another message, what you're saying and doing. Or a classic example is when somebody screams, don't shout! What do you mean? You're shouting, don't shout. Children get these double messages and they say the world of the adults is foolish. They don't realize that they're saying one thing and doing the opposite at the same moment. But they are more is what they say is what they do. And what they do is what they say. They pick up. They pick up special relationship with their parents, and they're happy to follow its footsteps. It's the story of our father Yitzchak in this one passage. And we see Vayelchu Shnehem Yachad. Yitzchak with that. That's how makes this a central idea in the world of Chinuch. But we have to have a strong relationship, positive relationship with our students, with our children. If we don't have a strong positive relationship with our children, with our students, we cannot expect them to accept our role model. We'd have to constantly be celebrating their independence, and within their independence, show them the way. And that is an important message. This is an important message to our generations, that if we want our following generations to follow our footsteps, this is what we have to do in a very positive way. And we should all be very successful in this and continue and be positive role models for all future generations. Shabbat Shalom.